In a market full of SUVs, if there is one sedan that has stood the test of time, it is the Maruti Suzuki Dzire. Launched for the first time in 2008, over 27 lakh units of the car have been sold so far. And now here in 2024, Maruti Suzuki has brought out the fourth generation of the Dzire, complete with the promise of radical changes on the outside, feature additions on the inside, and a new petrol motor under the hood. We're in beautiful Goa. You're watching HT Auto. I'm Shubhadeep Chakravarti and I'll be taking you through some of the key updates, changes, the goods and some of the bads of the all-new Dzire. The most significant updates on the latest Dzire is on the styling of this vehicle. In fact, from almost every angle, the design aspects have been changed, entirely redone. The face, as you can clearly see, is brand new, very sporty, and the grille has been updated entirely. The lighting signature here has been updated too. The LED DRLs are integrated here, and lower down are these LED fog lamp units. At the back, the lighting signature of course gets a change here. You get the arrow-shaped LED lights, but beyond just the lighting of the vehicle, there is a slight lip spoiler here on the top of the trunk, and a shark fin antenna has been brought in on top. Now broadly in terms of shape, the Dzire retains its silhouette, and in terms of proportions and dimensions too, the 4th gen is identical to the 3rd gen except for these alloy design here on the 15-inch wheels. But while there are a whole lot of updates on the outside, there are even more changes on the inside, especially when it's about the features. So come, let me take you through some of the highlights. Now, when you step inside the latest Dzire, if you've had the newer generation or experienced the newer generation of Maruti Suzuki cars, the cabin is very familiar. But for the Dzire, this has a lot of new features. Primarily, let's just talk a little bit about the dashboard layout here. You get a foxwood finish here on the dash. There is some layered interplay here on the dash as well. And while of course on expected lines there is a whole lot of use of hard plastics, you can forgive the car because of the price bracket in which it has been competing in and is expected to compete in even now. Feature wise, there is for the first time on the Dzire, the infotainment screen here is a 9-inch freestanding infotainment screen. We've seen it in the newer crop of Maruti Suzuki vehicles. This one frankly makes the debut inside the Dzire for the first time. What you also get is an updated driver display. Again, I repeat, this has been seen in some of the newer Maruti Suzuki models, but on the Dzire it's new. It's a combination of analog and digital, so that's fine. All the information gets displayed in a nice manner. The flat bottom steering wheel here with the controls for cruise and volume and taking calls, so that's standard fare pretty much. What's new on the Dzire though is a wireless charging pad right here on the center console here. That's a good thing, but unfortunately we've actually put our compatible phones here and it has taken forever to charge, and therefore we've pretty much gone old school and made use of a cable. Conventional USB point here and a 12-volt charging point for additional charging options here as well. This is an automatic gearbox. The gear knob is here. The piano black finish looks slightly premium. Overall, there is an emphasis on keeping the upholstery light. There are some stains that we noticed even before we actually got inside the car, so that could be a concern, but overall it has a nice airy feel in the cabin. Further improved by, again, for the first time ever on a Dzire, a crowd favorite, an electrically operated sunroof at the top. Now, in terms of updating the cabin of the Dzire, Maruti has done a good job. Space pretty much remains the same and really no complaints on that front. The Dzire has always been a fairly spacious, fairly comfortable car, even for 5 adults. Storage space is also pretty much at par with what you would expect. 2 cup holders at the center console, a bottle holder on all the doors, and some additional space for magazines and perhaps even a laptop here and there. There is at the back seat an armrest, so if there are 2 passengers on a long drive seated at the back, it is quite a comfortable car to be in. Interestingly though, Maruti Suzuki officials confirmed to us that the 4th gen Dzire will not, for now, be provided in the fleet. So it's only for private retail buyers like you and me, and therefore there is that premium quotient that Maruti is chasing after. But the real test would be in how the Dzire moves, what does it offer, because remember, there is a new engine borrowed from the new Swift that finds its place under the hood of the latest Dzire as well. The new Dzire gets the same 1.2 litre Z series 3-cylinder petrol motor that found its way on the Swift earlier this year. The state of tune, of course, appears different. We drove the manual transmission version for a bit, and while the gearbox was typically nifty, it was the AGS that had us more impressed. The automatic Dzire is now far smoother than before, with very little in terms of head jerks or rubber band effect. Don't obviously expect butter smooth shifts, but unless being absolutely pummeled, the Dzire breaks numbers quite well. There is once again a clear trade-off for mileage at the cost of performance, and speed build-up does take time. The engine also groans noticeably when pushed, but keep it steady and the Dzire rewards with a planted drive experience. The suspension deserves 2 thumbs up, and it has vastly improved from the previous model, helping the sedan feel more supple now. Yes, NVH levels could have been better, but the 4th gen model is a better mover for sure than its predecessor. The Dzire has always played in a league of its own, seemingly unperturbed by newer models, irrespective of price points and body types. But really, the 4th generation is perhaps the most significant update to this versatile subcompact sedan. Rivalry will go up against the Honda Amaze 2, which by the way is up for its update, and we're really looking forward to seeing what that car has on offer. The other models that the Dzire will continue to face off against, primarily of course, includes the Hyundai Aura. We don't know the pricing yet, but we will update this video. You can check the bottom for the latest pricing of the latest Dzire as well. And do not forget to check out our in-depth written review as well. In this episode though, that's all the time we have. Do let us know what you make of the video as well as the new sedan from Maruti Suzuki. For now though, that's all the time I have. Thank you for watching.